On today's episode of Making Modern, we've got the wagon here, which is a 91 Mercedes 300 TE, and the paint is pretty roach, so we are going to play a little game of Will It Buff Out? Starting with the hood, because that seems to be the worst of it, and believe it or not, this is what clean looks like for this poor thing. So I'm cleaning it down with some isopropyl alcohol and prepping it with a clay bar. The wife wanted to know about this mysterious clay bar thing, so she came and tried it out herself while eating a yogurt. Taping up the window sprayers on this car is essential, because if you get wax in them, you're never spraying your windshield again. For this hood, I'm using Meguiar's Speed Cut compound, which is the highest abrasion compound you can buy at Harbor Freight, as well as my Cobalt dual action polisher with a heavy cut pad. At this point, I decided I was not satisfied, so I wet sanded it with 2000 grit. Now I'm using Meguiar's swirl remover with the medium cut pad. This is by no means perfect, but it's definitely way better than it started. If you're wondering, I did get lazy and I did not wet sand this side. And this is Meguiar's yellow wax with the softest black pad from Cobalt. I spent about 3 hours doing the hood, and luckily that was the worst of it. The rest of the paint's actually not in too bad a shape, so I'm just going to speed through with the same process of heavy cut, light cut, and then a wax. The previous owner did have a rubber trim on the door edges, and that left a substantial amount of glue, so that all has to get taken off too. This was a pretty painful process. The badge was removed years ago by the previous owner, and the glue is really hard, and unfortunately the edges took some clear coat with it. The clear coat had worn off of the roof, but hey, might as well polish that too. I still have some orange peel from this quarter panel I resprayed, and the clear coat on the roof is just terrible. This scratch has dented the steel, and it is all the way through the clear coat. These other scratches are also through the clear, and this one's through the base coat. And the badge glue only cleaned up so much. There's also some sap damage that left micro cracks that are all the way through the clear. There's no buffing that out. So after about 6 hours of buffing with heavy cut compound, light cut compound, and a wax, we can finally answer the question of will it buff out? And the answer is not always. Sometimes your clear coat's too thin, sometimes your paint's just wrecked and it's not coming out. But you can still polish a turd, as you can see. So if you like the video, like, subscribe, and we'll see you next time.